Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Chained Echoes, and just so you know, I messed up my recording from the last episode, and therefore I'm doing this part again. So the next hour, roughly hour, of content is going to be something that I've already experienced because I messed up my recording, but let's go ahead and go through this area. We'll catch up pretty quickly. In fact, we might get through this area a little bit quicker this time, but we'll see. But yeah, so the next hour won't quite be completely blind for me, but it is what it is. Stone tablets. What language are these written in? Can you read them, Lenny? It's a code of the Leonar Order. I can read it, but I don't remember learning these letters. It's probably the knowledge from your echo. So, this is the true history? Well, it's none of my business, but after traveling so far, I'm a bit curious. What does it say? Long ago, evil raged across the land. Where it came from or what it was, no one knew. Some say it arose from the evil hearts of men. The world went up in flames, and a group led by the hero Leonar tried to save it. But every attempt failed. The Harbinger was invincible. However, they found a way to banish him. Among the followers were the Vaen, a race of unimaginable magical potential. They had developed a spell with which they could imprison the Harbinger. The seal, however, would not last forever. To watch over the seal in the world, the Vaen moved to another dimension, where they gained immortality. The rest of the followers around Leonar took on the task of finding a weapon against the Harbinger. They knew that it was a quest that would take thousands of years. Therefore, it was their duty to make sure that their mission and the knowledge about the Harbinger would never be lost. They created organizations, established a faith, built sanctuaries around Aldrea, and they even found a way to send a person's soul safely through the Maelstrom in one piece. Slow down, Lenny. Your echo is responding to all this information. I'm alright, thank you. Why did they go through all this trouble? People tend to forget. Organizations dissolve, kingdoms fall, traditions change. Over time, much knowledge is lost. That's why we of the Order of Leonar tried to spread all the information as broadly as possible. We even drew on the faith of the people and founded the church. Are you kidding? The church was founded by the heroes of Leonar? You are pulling my leg. This evil, the Harbinger, is at the center of their faith after all, and the church is eagerly awaiting their Messiah, the Holy Mother. Okay, so I mean this Order of the Leonar created this religion. It is kind of based off of some godlike entities, but for the most part, it seems like it was made for a purpose to keep the knowledge of like the Vaen and the Harbinger and whatnot in the people's consciousness, so that one day whatever Lenny's role is would still be known to people. I think that's what I'm supposed to understand from this. The Maiden of Leonar. In other words, Lenny here. If all this is true, was my soul transported on purpose? What is it that I have to do? As written on the stone tablets, we must find a weapon that can destroy the Harbinger once his seal is broken. A weapon powerful enough to kill such a being. Do you mean the Grand Grimoire? What's happening here? This doesn't seem good at all. Pure miasma, watch out, Cress. This is totally normal. Where are we? Welcome, Maiden of the Order. Okay, wearing the same robes as we see in the flashbacks. Much time has passed since the last of your kind paid her respects to us and asked for our help. Who are you? Well, child, your echo seems to have not yet fully awakened, so let me introduce us. We are the Vaen, saviors of this world. Conquerors of the Harbinger. You are the people who sealed the Harbinger? Sealing him we did. If it had been in our power to kill him, we would have done so. However, thousands of years ago, no weapon existed that could harm him. Since then, we've been waiting here, watching over Aldrea until a weapon is found. A weapon like this stone, perhaps. The grimoire that was stolen from us. So you possess it now. What a twist of fate. But you may keep it, maiden, for it is of no worth to us. Can we use it to defeat the Harbinger? With this toy? No, this stone... What is this scent? I smell it. Look at the dude's eyes. He is close. Is that smell sticking to you? To me? It is you, thief. You have stolen the stone. How dare you insult us? This doesn't look good. Is this their true form? It is up to us to decide who uses the stone or not. The Vaen are judges and executioners. The Vaen do not forget, they do not forgive. Destroy the boy. Destroy... We're back? What is going on here? Someone just cut off our link to the Vaen. Gwen? No, it's a different aura. Do you feel their hatred? Who's talking? It sounds different than the Vaen. The people who once held your order and banished the evil sit on the immortal throne, their power having gone to their heads. What do they care about the Grand Grimoire, when they have countless weapons capable of the same destruction in their possession? They only care about their ego. Who are you? Follow the path and find the truth. I'm awaiting you ahead. Mysteries upon mysteries, man. They're just laying them on thick right now, aren't they? Okay, so I've gone through this area once already. There's quite a bit of puzzle going on. So I'll probably get through this quite a bit faster this time. Of course, you know, this guy, he's still following us, so there's that. Okay, we have access to quite a few deals right now. Leaf hood. We're gonna pick up those thief's gloves. Claws. The anchor. Light and heavy armor 8. Oh, and the clothes. Yeah, we'll get the clothes too. And then we'll get the material packs as well. Okay. Greatsword 3 is probably too old to matter at this point, so we'll leave that. Plus, our Greatsword user is not with us right now. So there's also that. One thing that I was mentioning the first time I went through here is that I kind of wish that they had a better, easier way for you to move your gems. I feel like it's a lot of work to move your gems around, and I don't know if it's the best system. I always feel like I never want to upgrade my armor and stuff, or I never want to switch my armor, because, you know, because we can't just easily move our gems around, you know? Okay, we want him to have heavy armor anyway. Let's see, that's an upgrade for you. You've already got a decent vest, okay. Okay, Bethraz. Yeah, maybe just giving you that since it has some gems on it already, why not? And then maybe you take the decorated vest. You take the golden brigandine. Okay. Okay, you lose a little bit of HP for now, probably because of the gems, but everybody else is looking okay on that front. Okay, do we want to buy you a new one? Honestly, that's pretty good. I think we're going to buy that Emerald Amulet. That's probably all we need to buy. Yep. Okay, so we've got that. Let's see, I think we do have skills to learn. I don't remember everything that I took last time, so this might just be different. Now, I think... Yeah, Water Strike is good here. For you... I think we gave you Shield Stance. Oh, you already got Shield Stance. Okay. In that case... Attack plus 4. Let's give him attack plus 4. I'm going to give you Wind Coat. Having any of those coats is probably going to be fairly useful in certain situations, because you can basically give everybody on your team a weakness that they can abuse. Okay, Magic would probably be good for you. Let's give you Magic. Mind would be good. Health points because you die really fast. Let's give you health. I like the idea of tech points maybe on you. Let's give you some extra tech. Agility up, tech points. Critical is always good on you. Maybe we'll give you the crit up by 5%. I think I might want Dark Scythe for you. Health points for Tomki. Okay. Okay, we're gonna switch out for Water Strike. Let's see, you can do Water Strike here, can't you? So we'll put Water Strike there. We don't need the oil. And then Ether and Heal All. I think that's the better way to set this up. Okay, there we go. I think that'll be better. We're going to put Water Thrust on for now. What does Medical Water do again? Inflicts wet. Gotcha. Ooh, I wouldn't mind Leg Shot. I mean, if we get rid of Poison Shot, then there's not much of a reason to have Pandemic other than having that type of attack so that we can manage our meter, but I might want to rethink his setup at some point. Ooh, Lightning Rod. I forgot about that. Lightning Rod is good. Blocks any magical damage until the next turn. Kind of want that on us somewhere. So that's taking the place of blade reflection. Man, I really like blade reflection. You know I do. We need more slots. Still haven't been using these. I need to start using those. Alright, but I think we're in a good place right now. So right now we can't go left. We can only go right. Not sure if I remember the full order of all this, but it still should go much faster than the first time I went through this. Okay, that's right. We gotta jump down. Got ourselves a fight over here. Okay, all these robots are weak to water. They all want to kill her, unfortunately. And they can do a lot of damage. Thank you for that shield. That was actually very useful. Let's take his armor down. Like, leave her alone, bro. Thank you for shielding, though. Alright, cover for Lenny. Okay, our overdrive is going up real fast right now. First aid yourself. Okay, that cover is actually very useful in this case. Oh cool, the cover ally is actually for the position. That's nifty. Okay, heal all. And then we're gonna try and switch her out in the next turn. Cool, so that attack also had water base because of that water coat. I wasn't quite sure if it would work that way or not. Okay, the defense break has one more turn, it looks like. Let's water strike him. 600, nice. Okay, that helps us with our overdrive quite a bit. 3 in a row. We do need to get Eggle to start pulling focus again. Strong against wind. Didn't even leave him enough for Ether Sucker. Smooth. Okay, some materials. What is this vision? The entire world is on fire. Is this the work of the Harbinger? You would think so, but in reality it happened millennia later. While these fires destroyed half of the world, the Harbinger was already sleeping inside his cell. What you see here is the result of the lust for power of the Vaen. But they were our allies. They banished the Harbinger. Okay. So maybe the Vaen aren't the good guys we might be being led to believe. Okay, we got a bunch of items over there. Don't worry. We'll get those eventually if I remember how. Okay, so we need to be able to get out those. Now, if I remember correctly, we had to do this. Now, I do believe that we hit the blue. Which gives us access to the red here. And now, if I'm not mistaken, to get those items, we have to go here, around here, and hit that. No, that wasn't quite it, was it? No. There's a different order we gotta get those. Okay, so the color that's still out is yellow, correct? Okay. So right now I think that allows us to go out this way. Okay. Now I think that ends up just blocking us back this way. Yeah. Okay, so where are we at with that thing right now? We need yellow, which is the one down in that bottom left-hand corner, right? Or was there one up here too? If I go and hit this one right now. Okay, what's the order then? Oh, no, we're good. Okay. And there's actually 4 chests over here. Paralyze Hit, Belit's Bow, Ambrosia, Runeblade. Once that's upgraded, I'm sure that'll be pretty good. And then we got a bow, right? That one is an upgrade right now. What's the Ambrosia? Is that something in here? Yes, it is. Heals all HP. Okay. Okay, very cool. All right. Now we can move forward. We got the items. Let's see, where are we at on this one right now? Okay, we're pretty off. Now I gotta figure out how to get back again. Okay. So... we hit red. What was the other one that was up? Blue? Then we do this, and we hit blue again. From this side. There we go. Okay. So we got one. So yep, now we're gonna head this way. You found a bird. We found a bird. Yay us. Okay, some sweets. Let's go ahead and give our enemies here a big old debuff. We're going to once again set up a cover on Lenny. TP saved. Awesome. Yeah, Lenny is super useful against all of these enemies being weak to water. Okay, I like high purity stuff right now because it's going to help us get to 10s on things. Spearmaster purity of 5 seems pretty good. We'll just take the boosted. Dark attack, why not? My birds have disappeared. I hope they are all right. Can you check on them? There are 3 of them and they should all be nearby. Well, I found one. Unit 35 has a defect that cannot be fixed. They cannot remember their tasks. Why do we not get rid of them? We like them too much. We would miss them. I think this is what I am supposed to answer. Somebody gave these things lots of feelings, huh? Okay, bird number 2. And there's another bird. And he's in this little pathway right here. Bird number 3. Today I was supposed to inspect Unit 65, but they did not show up. Can you look for them? You bet. Let's give this guy his birds. So there they are. Thank you so much. I will go and look after them. Okay, another vision. The Sea of Flames again. The Vaen were indeed once your allies. But when the self-absorbed Vaen retreated to another dimension and gained immortality, their power went to their heads. Once, like the heroes of Leonar, they wanted to find a weapon that could defeat the Harbinger. But now they only think of how they can keep their own godlike status. They fear humans might become too powerful. What was my task today? I seem to have forgotten. Maybe it's to go to the inspection? Oh, you might be right. I will go right away. Defend gain TP. Alright, let's go and check on that inspection then. I made a mistake. Today was not my day for inspection. They are correct. They are not Unit 65. We already know this unit has a defect. My circuits are damaged. I do not know what I am doing. I am sorry. Do not worry. Even with broken circuits, you are beautiful. We will take care of you. Aspirations, man. Aspirations. Look at these good-ass robots. Okay, that's where we went. Ancient Skull, 6 of them, very nice. And these guys hit hard. This attack draws a lot of hate, I feel like, so that's probably why they end up hitting her so much right at the beginning. It's too bad Eggle isn't a little bit faster so that he can start, you know, gaining attention right off the bat. Counter HP regen on her is pretty good, though. Oh, I wanted the back one. That was my bad. That's okay. Okay, go ahead and do shield stance. Okay, you got a first aid. I do love how much that first aid heals, though. It's very good. Okay, that helps us with our overdrive, which was getting a little out of hand there for a second. Very nice. I have been rescued. Thank you very much. I have an important appointment at the inspection. Alright, we found our man. Okay. I believe, yep, we went everywhere on this map. I have heard you helped Unit 65 get here. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Quite a doomsday atmosphere. All the images you have seen so far are all from other events hundreds of years apart. In order for the humans not to become too powerful, the Vaen created a weapon. With this weapon, they led the world to the edge of the apocalypse, over and over again. But in their arrogance, they never used the weapon themselves. And so they left it with the humans, who managed to annihilate most of their own kind within only a century. All by themselves, over and over again. This weapon was the Grand Grimoire. But this time, they did not give the weapon away willingly. A man, the one you call Vaen, stole it. Vaen stole the Grand Grimoire from these gods? Are you serious? And that is why they smelt Vaen on Glenn. Probably because of whatever that connection is with the door. And so that's why they got all pissed off. And thought Glenn was the one who stole from them. Okay, I did hit the panel in the last one we did, right? If not, you know, we'll just stop by it. It's on the way back, so I'll just make sure that I actually hit that thing. Yes, I did, okay. Alright, so we've hit the 3 panels that will open our way forward. So boom, this gate is now open. Oh, this is actually the one we were on, huh? That's okay. Alright, cool. Boom, let's go. I think we are making better time than before. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this one. Okay, which one was this? I remember this one was actually kind of tough. Yes, I believe this was it. Okay. Boom! Definitely took me longer the first time. This time I get to look smart. I'm not. Bunch of chests. Javelin. Plot armor, which is a hilarious name. Okay. Support drones. Great sword. And a church key. Okay, sky armors. What did we get here? Which ones were the new ones? Is it the Paris? We did get... What did we get? Support drones. Yep, that's an upgrade. The offensive drones. Did we get anything to upgrade that? Not really. Why are we so behind on the offensive drones? Those ones are still on 100. Everybody's in at least a 300 frame. We also have a Paris. Oh, the other one was a great sword, huh? That's actually a huge upgrade. Are we on 300 on just about everything? Looks like it. Except for those drones. For some reason, we've missed some drones somewhere or something. Or maybe those ones just take a while to get up. Nobody's using elemental cannon. Maybe I should switch to that? Can I see on this menu what the skills are? No, that's so frustrating. I kind of wish they had a better way to look at that shit. So support drones, it looks like... Oh, that's the one that gives, like, repair all. We have to keep those. It's too useful. Elemental Canyon does what? No, wait. You're using... The offensive drones are the ones we got at 100, right? Hold on. Offensive drones. So that's giving command attack, drone swarm, magic 20. Okay. I think we're going to keep them the way they are for now. Also, I think we got a new weapon for Lenny. But I think I'm going to keep the regen for a minute. Well, yeah. Once we're able to get that stuff out, I think we'll be okay. Okay. Bunch of loot. You love it. And then on our way back out, this guy shows up again. So it's you, the Dark Sky Armor from Kindred Monastery. Celestia, you are the Holy Mother, the reincarnation of the oldest ranks. An echo chained to an unending mission to find a weapon to destroy the Harbinger. But it is too early for you. The Harbinger is asleep and poses no threat. The Vaen, on the other hand, will ravage this world over and over again to keep humanity's power in check. The Vaen are our enemies, and the Grand Grimoire is the weapon I will use to defeat them. Thraz, is he telling the truth? The Vaen have not been seen for millennia. We don't know what they're up to. Whether you believe me or not doesn't matter. For the time being, the Vaen will be slain by the Grand Grimoire, which is why I'm taking it from you now. You certainly will not. A trial. Excellent. Which one of us will be worthy of wielding the Grand Grimoire and slaying the gods? And here we go. This is actually a pretty tough fight. Can you feel the terror? Quickly, you need to heal the person back to full health, or else it means death. You got it. And see how he's not at top health? That sucks. We need better heals. Okay, we're gonna charge. I think we're gonna do command attack, raises everybody's attack for the next little bit. Let's do a blind salvo here. Oh, whoops, I thought you were one of the ones that wasn't in that. That's my bad, I messed up. Yeah, Lenny's does the most damage right now. Oh my god, all of them on the same person. Jesus. Okay, poison you. Damn, only got one that time, huh? Okay, defense break. Okay, now we need to make sure that Bethraz is at full health. You are strong, especially you, red-haired boy. If you're able to defeat me, maybe we can make a slight change of plans. How can he talk so casually while fighting the four of us? Okay, I almost want her to gain TP for one more turn. Okay, Victor, you have quite a bit of TP. I think we can move you into one. Let's get that defense break back on, and then you're gonna have to get some TP back. Okay, Sienna, you are good to go. Command attack. Okay, this is the dangerous one. Wonderful, even Casper is being brought to its limits. Casper, the original Seraph armor? Impossible. Oh, it's not to full. Okay, I think some of them are about to die. The two in the middle. Nice. Okay. We pulled it through. I did not expect this. You are strong, possibly strong enough. Well, then maybe you are better at handling the grimoire. You want to destroy it? Fine, but first you should use it for the greater good. Kill the Vaen, who've held humanity hostage for far too long. End the tyranny of the gods over mankind and put the fate of the world in humanity's own hands. You want us to kill the Vaen? Seek the key in Lady Reyna's tomb and end this eternal cycle of destruction. That is the true use for the grimoire. Save Valandis. Save Eldrea. Man, so many parties wanting so many things, and we have no idea who's a good guy, who's a bad guy, or even if there are good and bad guys. Like, we have no idea. There's so little that we know. The grave of Lady Reyna again. Well, we ought to kill the gods with this stone? Does he think we're going to believe him on this story? He did not seem like an ally of ours, but somehow, deep in my memories... Do you want to believe him? The memories are pouring down on me. I'm remembering more and more. He might be speaking the truth. Are you all right, Glenn? You aren't looking too goodly good. Is it me, or is it getting hot here? Glenn! My head! And now it's his turn for some visions. These two are just having a rough time of it, man. Passing out constantly and having visions of the past. Okay, so look at this guy in the back left. Look at that sprite, the one that's obviously unique to the other ones. Just keep that one in your head for just a minute, okay? And because of this, we build sanctuaries all over the world. For that, we send the echoes of our maidens through the maelstrom. He's still talking. Oh, you are back, H03. I was afraid I was going to have to spend the evening without your lovely presence. Dude's drunk. Hey, Timothy, let's get out of here again. Otherwise, this guy will ask me for a dance or worse. I'd rather not see that either. Come, let's go. Oh, I just remembered something, Lord Vaen. Excuse me. Timothy, thank you. Thank you for being there for me. You can count on me, Lenny. Always. Alright, damn. Forbidden love right there. I wouldn't want to marry Vaen either. Lord Vaen can suck it. What was that, Lenny? Timothy? It didn't feel like a normal dream, more like memories. Was that the echo from my previous life? It could have been just a dream, though. It could have been just a... Yeah, I said that right. Okay. Finally, you're awake. Come with me. I hope you slept well. What? We need to teach this girl to say the quiet part out loud, and then people might like her. Cameron, you're conscious again. Alive and kicking, my L levels are rising, and I'm in good spirits. I hear there's a Grand Grimoire to destroy. Well, what's with this mood? Can we maybe wait a bit longer? Are you serious? So you believe all that stuff from Shambhala, Lenny? We can vouch for most of the information. We and Lenny are part of a group that wishes to destroy the Harbinger. The Vaen were our comrades back then. If we're going to defeat the Vaen, then you need the Grimoire, and if you need some personal advice, that's exactly what I would do. What are you saying, Farin? You called, Princess? What? Well, that didn't work out for very long. Dude, this snake. God, I don't know what to think of Gwen. Well, I'm really getting old, but I still have a few days left in me. Gwen, playing tricks on us just like back in Nisha. Wearing another face as a new one, though. Pray forgive me, just having a little fun. Anyway, now I can actually show myself to all of you. It doesn't really make a difference anymore, if I'm just talking to Glenn. You said you want us to destroy the Vaen using the Grimoire. What's it to you? Well, they're an elite race who think they're gods, destroying the world every few centuries or so. Thus, I want to eliminate them. To be honest, I actually care about humanity. How can you say that? You of all people who killed thousands of innocent people with the Grand Grimoire. It's a price we have to pay to save humanity. The Grand Grimoire needs power to be able to kill the Vaen. I had to power it for that. It's sad that that's correct, that's how that works. And it's horrible. How do we kill the Vaen with the stone? Lenny, are you really going to listen to him? Like, seriously, like, we know that it needs the lives of people to get more powerful. And so, like, the answer to this question might just be kill more people with it. Which is horrifying. If I recall correctly, he helped you several times in the past. That's true, but... First, you have to find the tomb of Lady Reyna. Princess Amalia should be able to lead you to the catacombs of her ancestors. And Glenn should be able to open the tomb. The grave of Lady Reyna is in the catacombs of my ancestors? An obvious hiding place, isn't it? Grab the key from the grave and we'll talk again. Until then, keep an eye on the Grand Grimoire for me, would you? A key for what? He's gone. Why is he involved in all of this? What has he been doing since Nisha? Glenn, what do you make of this? You're the leader. What are we supposed to do with the Grimoire? He can take his time with this decision. The Himmelskaiser has some issues. I'll need a day to get her back in shape. Alright, then let's sleep another night on the decision. Look at this sprite right now. This is the exact same sprite we saw in that vision. So now we have a name, Marcus. Welcome back, Endart. How did it go? And now we have a name for this knight in black, too. I couldn't take the grimoire from them, but they seem quite capable of using it themselves. So, the Holy Mother is going to personally destroy the Vaen. What irony of fate. It's just too bad I didn't get to meet her in person. But maybe I still can. You sent for me, Lord Marcus. The Pope himself. The strings are being pulled, and I have no idea what's going on. Princess Celestia Valkyria of Terran. That is the name of the reincarnation of our Holy Mother. The Holy Mother? She's appeared. Endhard could not arrange a meeting with her, unfortunately. Maybe you can do it? But how am I supposed to? Sienna travels at her side. Sienna? What, the former High Inquisitor? Damn. So she was not only just a part of the church, the Inquisitors, she was a High Inquisitor. Her life anchor is still in our possession. Locate Sienna and bring me the Holy Mother. How do you know? You have your mission. Now leave. Alright, so who's in charge here exactly? Very well, I will bring Princess Celestia to you. This is not good. What do you think, Cress? Everyone is terribly tense. Glenn and Lenny look especially tired. I wish there was some way I could help them all. Woof. Do you think we could do something good for them? I wonder what, though. Woof. I should probably talk to them a bit. But you know how hard it is for me to do that, right, Cress? Still, sometimes you just have to take the yak by the horns. Wait here, Cress. I will talk with everyone and then return. And I'm sure she'll say all the wrong things out loud and all of the right things quietly. It's kind of her thing. Okay. So we have control. And we are at time. Okay. So actually, I finished at the exact same time that I did the first time. Somehow. So anyways, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. Bye. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, Hato Kuta, Shadow Raven, Hannah Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanova, Philip Dalton, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Turkeyfoot 27, Bean Curry, DWJ Media, Craig E. Christian, Black Ren, Barrettscape, Sanctum, Joshua Jarvis, Clockwork Allen, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.